So, since the Forest Lord is in this state, if he's, brought down, can he be, healed? Or is he just dead and gone? That's the one issue with these being like a repeating event. I kind of like just the things to be confirmed, like, okay, it's this way, it's that way. Just some, like, solid confirmation. Rather than it being more up in the air. When they say hurl blight, do they mean blight? I think I like those shoulders on that guy. It's nearly down. Come on. Do it. I haven't gotten a single piece of gear off any of these world bosses. Oh, that's a pet you can get. I was thinking of bitching about it in the guild chat because it's so frustrating. Oh yes. Orwell Stevenson. You will not deny me my trophy. Hunter extraordinaire. Realize leaving could cost me Orwell here. Artillery strike. Damsel artillery. Shadowclaw. Ton of like elite critters around here. I'm thinking that that's presumably the horde rare. I remember the orc we killed before, he would be, he would be horde-lined, and we killed the stag instead. Again, the hammers. Broken spearhead. The wood attached to this Broken spearhead. The wood attached to this sinuous blade is unlike any you have seen. That tent's not in good condition. Denticorus, a sickly sweet odor is still present on the breastplate. Random bits of like, TNT just wrapped around that. Mad feather. Can I be honest? Between owlbears and furbolgs, have any of them ever been just sane? Yeah, I know the guys the furbolgs in Foulwood, they were okay. But it just seems like, well, owl beasts are just always going mad, like, and are hostile. And the furbolg are like pretty close behind them. It's a constant recurring thing. It's actually getting kind of annoying, honestly. Bury me with my money. Didn't end up actually finishing those that world quest for the battlegrounds, but whatever. Ooh, oh, I still have that one to finish. Well, I'll double back in a moment. Grand Torn for. Oh yeah, remember the one I saved?
Whatever their schemes, they must be stopped.
Corrupted, consumed by dark magic. I presume he probably slaughtered this tribe here. Isn't that a nightmare spell? But yeah, there's... So yeah, we tried to save those 3 leaders, and 2 are dead, and now this guy's soon to join them. Sadly, these won't be an... won't be an upgrade. The only time you can get the 370 bits of gear for here, or... I think it just... might just be during the quests to, like, the first time, like, you know, you get the Battleground quest to, like, about the Warfront quest. You know, they give you the heightened gear, the better loot. I think that might be the only time you can get the higher tier stuff. Maybe I must be wrong.
The remnants of the Twilight's hammer have crawled out of hiding. Whatever their schemes, they must be stopped.
Not too much health on that guy. It's like I saw another rare leaf with a chunk more. Don't throwing knives, perfectly balanced. These have not found their mark. These have not found their mark for some time. Are throwing knives still even in the game? I remember you used throwing knives were a thing, but I haven't seen them in so long. I'm not sure if they're even still actually a thing.
Can I help you?
The buzz boxes deployed throughout Darkshore take a lot of fuel, and the supplies are running low. Fortunately, we've got a surplus here. We just have the small task of wresting it out from under the cultists that have taken up residence. Take the fuel pump. Ever burning fuel. Oh, that's cool. See, using, you know, natural disasters to your betterment's a good thing. You can also kill the Twilight Elementalists here, if you so please, instead of killing them at the other place. Wait. Hey, I was wondering, it looks like for a moment there I could just drain the Elemental instead of killing it. Okay, it seems I have to kill it first, but still, I can accept that. Okay. Still need just a little more.
I'm out of range.
Just want to nick stuff and move on. I don't want to have to get into big fights.
The cultists are scattered and broken. If they are wise, they will remain that way.
You say it as if that will actually happen, Tyrande. Also, why did you spare the other guy? Probably because he was a named NPC. Remember during the other thing, like, oh, I won't give you a, honorable death, you know. Like, why didn't you kill him? So I know, it's odd. I'm just thinking, it probably would be better off just killing him off. Burninator Mark 5. Commander Ralesh. I've already killed him.
A powerful adversary has been spotted nearby. Act swiftly, champion.
Oh, you're gonna be extra crispy, pal. Have we seen a Burninator previously? Let's say we have. Fuyo. Damn. Flamethrower in this is potent.
Another enemy broken. Darkshore owes you a debt of gratitude.
Goblin Poacher came out of that.
I'm out of range.
Odd. The Burninator said it as if they were gonna die there, but then the Poacher just pops out as a I'm perfectly fine. Should have stuck to my day job, or should have stuck to my day job. Also, remember the huge guy that was just like dead here with a spike in his head? Yeah, that's him. That's him. I didn't realize.
This foe poses a
Twilight
grave
Prophet
threat
so and so.
to the Darkshore. It must be cut down.
Ooh, down, 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 down. Hit it. Defense matrix failing. Sight has been lost. Apparently, like, this site was corrupted or something, and it was, as we realize now, it was Murlocs. That's what it was considered corruption. The Titan. Don't know why it's ghostly, but there you go. Never seen a ghostly Titan construct before. Fanatic. This Twilight Cultist. And there's this guy who is rare elite and, you know, too burly for me to fight. Still, I got the quest done. That's what matters. Also, the Cursed Thistlebearer, isn't that the same effect on it as you see in like Drustvar? So, is Drustvar Witches acting up again? Probably not. Probably it's... I'd presume and hope it's something else. So, Twilight Prophet, whose name I'm not going to even bother trying to pronounce. I'm going to do you in. Also, you're too late. Sagat has arrived. Has arisen. Well, he isn't fully in yet, so I can, you know, he can easily be killed off outside of a raid. Also, Sagat, isn't that the a name of a like an outright name of a Warcraft beastie? Maybe I'm misremembering, because they can kind of overlap and, you know, run together. Ooh, new companion. No, my work is not complete. Zurja the Depleted. Korgar. Oh, it's a horde encampment. And here's just a random clustering of furbolgs. What they're trying to do. Oh, yeah, it's this place. I guess they've changed its name. But anyway, once a mighty warrior of the Niraj, Korja's power was stolen and absorbed by an unknown rival. Air Blast, Psychic Blast, Evanescence, Spirit Fire Bolt, Phase Punch, and Spectral Spine. I'll head back up, do the last world quest, then I'm going to leave. Since the Horde now holds Rati, don't have any world quests over there. Some minor Sraves? Sounds like one of the new snake people. Nope, just Naga. Silaris. Ida Vortex. There's this. There used to be a huge storm here. It's gone now. Silaris is there instead. Though, to be honest, the storm was probably gone for a few years now. A few years according to, like, you know, the war and all that. You can still see it if you go talk to someone. You know, the lady up here.
You scratch my back, I'll claw yours.
Oh my. You've saved countless lives today. For this, I am grateful. Still, I'm afraid this won't be the last we will see of the Twilight's Hammer. We must be ever vigilant.
Keep your eyes on. What is it?
You've strengthened our position and brought some measure of safety to the people of Darkshore. You have my thanks. To be fair, I'm not really sure if there's many people of Darkshore, you know? It seems to be just a little more than just a war zone. It's not like there, and to be honest, even when there was, you know, it was just a normal zone. There was Aberdeen, and, you know, there's Aberdeen, and that was it, pretty much. I don't think there really was any other settlement. Then there was Ordenal, and now both places have been taken out. So there isn't really the people of Darkshore. It's two, like, military bands, and that's it. You did it! The Buzzbox network is back online. Now, if I can only remember the passcode to this thing, we'll be in business.
Right.
Wish they, wish it could get quests like that more often. Now, just to fly in and show her.
Greetings.
From these shores, you may gaze upon Teldrassil. Once a cradle of life, it is now a ruin of ash and fire. Even the world trees must bow to the cycle of time. Everything born will die. No one understands this better than the bronze dragonflight. Would you like to see the tree as it once was? Can you show me what Darkshore was like before the battle? And what happened here? Presumably... cutscene? Yeah. People are saying that it's because Tyrande spared the orc. Oh cool, they've treeified this. Because Tyrande spared the orc, the tree burned. But from what we've seen in game and from what people have been saying, and I'm presuming that they would have seen, you know, any outside, you know, secondary content to the game, like, you know, novellas and whatnot. Sylvanas didn't know Malfurion survived. So, she was just, all of what happened on the beach was just to spite that one elf. That was it. There was no grander thing to it. It was just to spite Summer Moon, or whatever she was called. That, you know, that one elf. She didn't know Tyrande had spared the other orc. She didn't know weird invisible wall. She didn't know anything about that. Yeah, Sylvanas didn't know Tranda had spared the sorry, I'm phrasing this wrong. Yeah, I'm going about it all wrong. Sylvanas didn't know that the orc had spared Malfurion. Yeah, that's what I was meaning to say. Sorry. Sylvanas didn't know that the orc had spared Malfurion. Hey, folks, I have no idea where I'm going to cut that. No idea in the slightest. I was talking about, you know, the whole issue with the, you know, the pre-patch thing. Like, people were blaming the orc guy on Sylvanas' side for not killing Malfurion. He's saying that if he killed Malfurion, he would have saved everyone in the tree, but Sylvanas, as far as we knew, had thought he had carried out his orders. Like, you know, as far as us the viewers know, Sylvanas thought Malfurion was dead at the time, and just kept that little tidbit to herself when trying to, you know, break the elf, you know, of hope. And instead of, you know, telling her that, you know, what she told, that Malfurion was dead, she just decides to burn the tree instead. So in reality, even if the orc had killed Malfurion, the tree was still going to burn. So, yeah. Oh, it's just one big mess. One big mess and of questionable writing. I think just fly through this. Huh. So we now have a third type of Moonwell. There's like, you know, or would we fourth? Moonwell. You know, corrupted Moonwell. Think there could be two types of corrupted Moonwell. But anyway, yeah. Then now there's Blight Moonwells. Just, you know, just what we need. Alright, random catapults.
Spirits have been driven to madness by the horde's
It's too
atrocities.
far away.
Put them to rest. And leave them in peace.
These are elementals. Odd. Because they look like, you know, goddamn, void critters. Previous trap. Also, I think, did I actually get the toy off the other guy? I don't think so. Maybe it's just a chance drop. I don't think I could just try again today. I think I have to, like, wait for a reset. Thank you, Paladin. I thought I would never escape this prison. I'm surprised you know what the hell a Paladin is. Given, you know, how Night Elves wouldn't have Paladins, and you wouldn't have had exposure to Paladins. Well, then again, I suppose it depends on how old that spirit was. It was more of a recent victim, like since the elves met the humans.
A necessary measure, if regrettable. Thank you for carrying it out.
I don't see how that's regrettable in the slightest. I know she's just using, you know, generic lines for it, but that's a wrong generic line to use. But yeah. Basically, I was figuring that because they were called ancestral spirits, that, you know, they were really old ones, you know? But maybe some of them were more recent. I guess it would have to be to know what a paladin is. I'm taking the paladin in Zuna as non-canon. It's a reference to a player who plays, you know, Hearthstone. If I've exposed him. Actually, let me just check Discord. There'd been talk of doing rated battlegrounds earlier. Don't think anything came of it. Yeah, no. Nothing came of it. It's a good thing I only found out about it when, you know, basically it wasn't going through. Like, it had been planned from a certain time, but I only found out about it like an hour after, you know, the event failed to happen. Ugh. Goddamn. So, 1,400 more artifact power, which is just under what I actually need. I need an extra 28. Ooh, and for doing that I got 50 war resources. Oh, fabulous day. It means I have to do 10 of these for the thing to actually pay off. 10. Ugh.
Hello.
To be fair, that will happen. You know, eventually.
Safe travel.
Let's head to Nazmir. To be honest, I'm quite burnt out on this right now. There's so little content. There's an idea floating around that the Junker Gnome thing was going to be in this patch, but it's been put off. But it's coming in the next patch. They really needed to have the Junker Gnomes in this patch because there's no content. There's nothing. We're waiting. There's been a slight additional content, but it's slight.
This fetid swamp is within striking distance of the Zandalari camp. Driving out the horde will give us an enormous tactical advantage.
What am I saying? Whoop, headset. So, yeah, there's been a bit of additional content, but there's very little. It's absolutely negligible what we got. So we're waiting on 7.1.5 for the rest of this patch's content, which is in which is a month and 2 days from now. So we have a month and 2 days to wait for you know, the rest of this patch's content. And even then, that's Brawler's Guild and the raid. There's also meant to be a second raid as part of this, but I've no idea. Like, see this. Crucible Storms. I've no idea when that's coming out. Like, no one's talking about it. It's all focused on this. So that might come out after, sometime after this raid's done. Wait, Alfred's Delzar ends? What? That okay, that's done jankily. But yeah, basically there's very little content in this patch, and the next patch is adding the Brawler's Guild questline, which is of unknown length. It's adding the Brawler's Guild, so there's a bit of content there, and it's adding the raiding. So there's a bit coming, but it's not enough. There's no quest hub. There's like, we had Sormar at endgame content. We had that to work on. We have nothing here. this expansion has been really weak. It's been very weak indeed, and it's actually quite irritating. Something else that's irritating me is just how stupidly Blizzard handled the old ear thing. Like, hey folks, and welcome to my 5th attempt at trying to record this. 4th attempt was interrupted by a coughing fit. Started talking about old deer, and just how poorly Blizzard handled that. Like, only showing lead up for one fact. Someone. Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work, please work, please work. Okay, we're going to Dow. Well, that jostled me. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, I started talking about old deer, and you know, just how poorly Blizzard handled that, giving the lead in for only the Horde and not the Alliance. It was just really weird. Because they've never done that before, and they aren't doing it after. Like, when it's the Horde's turn to get left out. No, they're intentionally making quests to bring the Horde in, to keep the Horde, you know, give the Horde some lead in to the Stormsong Valley raid. They're doing stuff for the Horde, and yet they left the Alliance out of the other bit. It just comes off as really weird favoritism, and just really poorly done. Yet another bit of this expansion that's poorly done. So, yeah, one second. The Alliance has begun a coordinated assault against the Horde in Nazmir. Defeat the enemy forces and drive them out. Okay, I guess I'll just wait the 40 seconds here. But yeah, it was just really poorly done. So, yeah. It just bugs me. I can't help but see his surname as Taco. Not the food, but some old D&D thing. I remember he heard, like, I was watching like an Icewind Dale playthrough, and it'd been referenced there. Chance to hit armor class 0, I think it was. Or to hit armor class 0, maybe. Yeah, that's it. Our Armand Taco here.
What can I do for you? Well met.
Is there anything I can do for you, Paladin? I have matters to attend to. Shiftily. What? Never given. I was slightly floating. Okay. But yeah, basically, the way Blizzard handled old deer really bugs me, and it just really gets under my skin. The whole, you know, giving the Horde, only the Horde's lead in, and not the Alliance, and then the fact that when it's the Horde's turn to get left out, they intentionally give them content to lead them into it. It's a favoritism thing, and this expansion doesn't need any, you know, help with, you know, being low on content, you know? Intentionally leaving one faction out is cutting into the very thin bit of content in the game already, you know? So, it's just really terrible on so many fronts. I wonder if I could get and I'm going to move on now because I'm just going to get frustrated thinking of it. Yeah, fuck it.
What can I do for you?
That's me.
See you around.
Ow. I know. Sitting position kinda hurt there. Oh, everyone's alive again. Except you. Well, res him, though, he's probably AFK. Okay, apparently there's... Yeah, there's so many goddamn horde over there. I still have one more Hearthstone, so I can,
How are
Expedition Officer Barry. Almost a Jill sandwich. Get to the front. Oh, okay. Right, pilot this myself. We'll go over this way because they're just yeah, I wouldn't have a chance against them over there. What the frig? Also, you can't drive diagonally with this for some reason. Master win.
For the Horde to be this organized, a commander must be issuing orders nearby. Ensure that those orders cease.
God damn it. I think I might just turn off war mode. Might just turn off war mode at this rate. Yeah, that's 30 pack horse or whatever was a silly thing. Can't drive diagonally with it, and I know, started trying to swim backwards when I was going forwards. I think it got, I don't know, stuck on something. But anyway, I can do some good going back here. Apparently you can't do this in the raid group anymore. I feel like I should go do these quests, but at the same time I'm just like, meh. I just don't care, you know.
You need something?
This is how I feel about this whole expansion right now. I just can't muster a fuck to give.
Hello. Keep your feet on the ground. Hello.